Hi everybody, welcome to this message in a minute. Today the idea that I want to share with you is, what's a light worker? Might you be a light worker? And so light worker is a term that started to become more prevalent in the 1980s. A general description of it is someone who is a little bit enlightened on a spiritual path, but they have this deep sense within them that they want to be of service to other people. Here's some characteristics of light workers. They can often be very empathetic or highly sensitive, like an HSP, a highly sensitive person. They often have a job or a profession that has to deal with being of service in others where they can use their empathy, such as nursing, counseling, teaching, researchers. Another characteristic of light workers is they have a deep connection with animals. They've probably rescued a bunch of animals over the years and even rescued people who might have been in distress. Another characteristic is that they tend to see the world from the outside looking in. There's a sense of light workers that they don't fit in. There's something that they feel that's a little bit different than how other people perceive things. Those are some characteristics of light workers. So how do you know if you are a light worker? Well, it starts by being attracted to this idea. My most favorite human ever, Leonardo da Vinci, had several principles that he lived by. But number one for him was curiosita, or curiosity. If one is curious, then they have an internal drive to want to learn more about something that makes you grow, makes you smarter, and so on. I saw this a lot as a school teacher. There were some kids that might not have been the strongest academically, or they struggled in some way, but their curiosity and their openness to learning new things put them ahead of some of the sharper kids in the class. So curiosity may be one reason why you tuned into this today. Sometimes it takes a long time for a light worker to figure out that they're a light worker because you have to have experience behind you. When I first started to develop my psychic abilities at age 29, 30, I often was with other women who were in their 50s or 60s. And I said to my teacher, I said, how come these people, what's taking them so long? How come they're not learning so fast? And now I realize, now that I'm their age, that it simply takes some experience. You need to have some years before. You need to have some investment of time before certain things start to illuminate and become very clear. So if you suspect that you might be a light worker, that's kind of an exciting thing. You're really needed at this time, and I would encourage you to learn. Open yourself up to new ideas. Find yourself a good teacher. A psychic or a medium could be helpful in this regard. There's so much research out there and great books now that weren't there even just 10 years ago about light workers. There's some YouTube videos that you can turn yourself onto. There's so many things that you can do to draw yourself more into the idea of, am I a light worker? Could I possibly one that could motivate and lift up other people? Because you are so needed at this time. As I've said a gazillion times, we're at an evolutionary shift in our development on this planet. And everything that we do going forward has a direct impact on our kids and our grandkids. We are at a place right now where we're either gonna make it or maybe things aren't gonna be so great. And so this is a time that calls upon light workers to shine their light, to be of service to others. I know a lot of folks that wouldn't consider themselves a light worker, or maybe they haven't heard the term before, but the lives that they lead, the service that they give, the kindness that they show, and just their demeanor and way of being them lets me know for sure that they're a light worker. And so if any of this resonates for you and you'd like to find out more, let me know in the section below. Write your comments and I will attend to it at a further message in a minute. Thank you for tuning in today, and blessings.